Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, I've died a lot, man. Oh, yes. Um... Wait, why isn't this showing? Aha. So, all right. So let's just have a quick vote, guys, just for funsies. You guys can type in chat. Wait, the timer is way too slow, though. Way too quick. Hold on. This is bad. Hold on. Which should be our next game? Let's make it 3 choices. I think 4 might be a bit much. Timer is like 30 seconds, man. It's way too short. Like, what the hell? Where did I put the timer? I can't decide the timer? What the hell is this shit? Oh, yeah. You saw well. Dude, I've never seen this before. They changed something. There used to be... There used to be that I could choose the time. Now I can't. Well, whatever. We'll just start it, I guess. There's no way for me to decide the timer, so whatever. Let's go with that. Oh, it's time active. There we go. So yeah, to vote, you just need to type in the number, and that's it. So 1 for 1, 2 for 2, 3 for 3. That's all you have to do. There's no other thing to do, and that will basically decide which game we'll be playing after we're done with Bard's Tale. Because I don't think we're going to be done with Pathfinder anytime soon, to be honest. I'll count your vote as a 2, man. What, am I resting? Oh, yeah, we haven't rested yet. Have we? No, we haven't. Okay. Bro, I gotta focus a little bit. Yeah, okay, we're good. Let's go.
It's strange to sit like this, not expecting the lash, not fearing that your owner might show up, and you'll have to humiliate yourself just to live another day.
Your vote counted for 1, but I'll count it as 2. I'm considering AC Odyssey as a 0 right now, and Witcher being slightly ahead, like even more ahead. I have it running for a little bit. Yeah. No, it's fine. Dude, it's okay. Oh, man. By the way, games that are in there that don't win, we'll just come back into another poll. Yeah, it's fine. So, for example, like if Divinity Original Sin 1 doesn't win, doesn't matter. Doesn't mean I'll never play it. Like, we'll just bring it back next poll. That's it.
No stopping now.
But yeah, so far seems like everybody wants some Witcher, man. So just a heads up, Thronebreaker, if you're unaware, is not like a pure Witcher game. It's a Witcher game. It's based in the universe, but it's almost like more of a Gwent game than it is a Witcher game. It seems to be a mix between Banner Saga. A lot of exploration is like almost like a CRPG where you walk around and you can loot stuff and things and interact with people, and then there seems to be like the fighting itself is more like the card battle from Gwent. So it's kind of a big mix of things. You deserve the right. You reserve the right not to vote, dude. You do you, man. You do you. It's all good. I still want to finish Bard's Tale and Pathfinder first, but whichever game finishes, we'll jump into whatever wins this poll right now. Artisans. You've been an artisan, a special character who can craft equipment for you, from tough armor and powerful weapons to magic jewelry and scrolls. You will find one in every region of the Stolen Lands. Some of them arrive to you on their own, and others can be found in settlements. Having your own artisan is troublesome and expensive. It is up to you to decide whether you want to help a particular artisan or not. Every artisan you meet will ask you for a favor. As soon as you fulfill the request, a workshop blueprint will appear in the settlement. An artisan with a workshop receives payment from the treasury and crafts weapons or armor for you, either at your request or of their own accord. Each artisan you hire will eventually request your help in creating a special item, complete their special quest to unlock a masterpiece, an extraordinary piece of gear. The artisan will inform you that they are prepared to start working on a masterpiece and ask you to stop placing specific orders in the meantime. And he failed. Of course he did. Good job, man. The regiment managed to stamp out the smoldering fires, but many disappointed citizens left the country. Great. Good job, man. Bro, is everybody fading? The volunteers found the advisor requirement too strict. They declined to enroll in the guard. They say they would rather support law and order of their own terms. Finally! The General's patrol instilled respect in the locals and gave the new recruits a chance to try themselves on the battlefield. Great. Attempt to invite well-known magic researcher to the barony have failed. Fucking hell, man. It appears that curses are a mysterious little understood magical phenomenon. They can have devastating effects on their victims. That's it? Oh, great. That was worth it. Jade all in fury. Something serious happened and enraged the undead health. We'll do that, yeah. General requests an audience. Sure. Letter for the ruler. Let's make it down like here. We'll call this one we'll call this one Cogconia. There we go. We'll enter the city. And we'll start building stuff there. I mean, we do have a few points, I think. Which game? Thronebreaker? It's pretty big, man. Not too big, though. It's not like a, you know, it's not like a 50-hour game, but it's pretty decent. I would say, as from what I've seen from other streamer, probably like a 20-hour game. maybe. Oh, Pathfinder, dude. Oh man, we're up to like 50 hours probably or something, and I'm still in the middle of Act 2, and there's 5 acts. This game is massive. It's a massive game. Because I'm building a wooden wall. So we don't have a windmill, nor do we have a lumberyard. But we're near a forest. You know what? Maybe that'd be good to create that here. So Longhouse needs to happen. Pretty important in every city. Spoken shops. How much BP? I'm running out of BP, man. Okay, the windmill takes the same spot as the watchtower, but I want to do a windmill in there. It needs a granary and a brewery. Wait, then what's the lumberyard for? Oh, it needs a pier. So we don't want a lumberyard. We don't have a pier here. We do want, however, a windmill. We can definitely build it. It affects granary. And we'll build a brewery later on. Cool. Cool. Oh, I do a Millowitz. Yeah, I do. Luckily, though, Bard's Tale is not that long. So we'll be able to finish Bard's Tale eventually and then just move on to Thronebreaker, it seems. Actually, you know what? Let's close on the poll. Might as well. The winner is Thronebreaker. There we go. How unexpected, yeah. I know. Everybody loves The Witcher, man. So guys, don't forget, maybe you missed the announcement because I announced it on Twitter and Discord, but if you're not on either of those, you probably didn't maybe hear me say it, but what we're going to do now from now on, every Monday night, the stream is not going to be our regular games. The stream is instead going to be games that are games that I've either gotten through Humble Bundle or I bought for myself, like in a Steam sale or something, or games that I've signed deals with company to have a sponsored stream of, and we're gonna play these games only on Monday nights as one-offs. So I'm not gonna be playing these games like to completion. It's gonna be a one-time deal. I launch the game, we try it for one stream, and when the stream is over, that was it for the game, unless I massively fall in love with it and you guys too, and then you want to see the rest of it. But more than likely, it's going to be just like one-offs. So we just like try a game, do it, that's it, move on. So if you guys want to see plenty of new games that you maybe heard of, maybe you saw on sale or something, and you were wondering if they were any good. That'll be the time to do it. So just show up on a Monday night, and we'll be playing those games. It's gonna be great. You have a question about Barony events? Shoot, man. Subsurface Circular. It's a short game completed in 5 hours, I think. Amazing story. Subsurface Circular. I've not even heard of that. Can you send me the Amalowis, can you send me the link on Discord? I'd be definitely curious to see it. Okay, yeah. Let's move on. Let's go back to the Barony. We do have events in Throne Room. 3 of them, in fact. I have some events that pop up, but when I click it, I can't resolve them because it says no advisor available. That means you probably don't have like a treasurer, for example, or there are some spots that are not open yet to you, and then some others that you just don't have met the people to do them. Yeah, sure. So like, for example, I had some events pop up that I just couldn't do for the longest time because I didn't have a treasurer. I ended up meeting one and being able to hire him as a treasurer, but it doesn't mean like before I got that specific guy, I couldn't do them. So maybe that's what you're encountering. Emery looks displeased. Since you made me troops chief, listen to what I tell you. You need more people. The ones we have now are weaklings and cowards. If we don't get any good fighters, our neighbors will smash us whenever they want. Just so you know, you should pick better fighters. I don't want to deal with overgrown kids who complain about every scratch. Don't take just anyone who wants it, or else we'll have barracks full of pansies. What are we going to do with pansies? We need them strong and gutsy, or it's no point. This is rough, man. Oh yeah. No, definitely real Superman, yeah. There's I had to restart my Act 2 because I started it very poorly. I completely misunderstood the whole system, and I was just like skipping days and making sure that the events were done and stuff, and I was never like out exploring and things, and I just like I didn't have a treasurer for the longest time. Like I really had to get out and do stuff on my own with my second try at Act 2 to better understand how the system meshes together. The game doesn't do a great job of explaining that stuff to you though. I wish it would, but yeah. Honestly, this would be better, but I think we're gonna go with the select what she wants. Select the strongest and most skillful recruits. I need real fighters. Right, just like I say. No idea why I come to you. I could just do it all myself. Okay, well, she's happy. Oh, Jadal is pissed. Eneo, the traveling merchant. Eneo, a half-elf merchant who recently appeared in the capital, falls to the floor in front of you. Jadal stands beside him, looking quite unlike her normal self. Usually cold and stiff, the face of the undead elf now burns with rage. Despite his nearness to his furious undead captor, Eneo looks concerned but unafraid. If you allow me to speak, I can explain everything. I hope you can, half-blood. Otherwise, Jadal hisses and turns to you. Have I told you the sad story of my death? It is sad, most of all because I do not remember how my life ended. I wandered, exhausted, through the wasteland beyond the borders of Kyonin, until I could barely see my path. I stopped to rest, or perhaps I lost consciousness. When I came to my senses, I heard the call of my goddess, returning me from the dead. Was it poison? Magic? Illness? Whatever stole my life away, it left no trace. I thought this mystery would haunt me forever, but then I entered the shop of half-blood, seeking some reminder of Kyonin, and what did I discover there? My very own dagger! Jadal shows you an elven-crafted dagger with a chipped blade and empty sockets, where once gemstone adorned the handle. This dagger disappeared the same night I was taken by death. How could this half-blood have obtained it? Let him speak, Jadal. Anger will not help us learn the truth. That is why, Jadal pauses, respecting your authority, I brought this pathetic huckster here, rather than getting the truth out of him by my own methods. The half-elf rises to his feet and sighs, putting his clothes in order. Thank you for allowing me to speak, Your Grace. The story is not very exciting. Certainly not as exciting as my tale of the drunken Regada fighting the Eye of Abednego. Yesterday, north of the city, I stumbled upon a dead boar. There was no one around, but the dagger was protruding from the miserable beast's neck. I don't know why the owner would have left it in the carcass. Perhaps the beast escaped from the hunter, taking along the weapon they had injured it. So I inadvertently decided to keep the item I'd found, thinking my luck and never suspecting the price I'd pay for it. Where exactly did you find this carcass and dagger? In the vicinity of the old sycamore. Of course, I'm sure you know where that tree grows. I found the boar to the west of the sycamore in the direction of the Thorn River. Anyway, you face serious accusation. Are you sure you can say nothing more in your defense? I would be glad if I could, but alas, the bright yellow-green eyes of the half-elf are calm. The dead boar is my only witness, but I believe in your justice, Baroness. I have faith that you will investigate my story and sort everything out. We'll investigate this matter further. Let's start by checking Ineo's story and seek out this unfortunate boar. Of course, it bugged out. Jadal bows gracefully. I am grateful. It's important to me, and you, half-blood, should pray for our success. If you're lying, I shall find a surer way to get the truth from you. I'm assuming we'll have to take her with us to properly do this. I have an intriguing letter for you, Your Grace. A certain Federal Senate, a Paladin of Shalene from Brevoy, claiming right to our charming Valerie, not in the sense that the entire population of the capital is trying to, but as her teacher and mentor. Here's a letter, see for yourself. Yeah, I remember this letter. I'm going to read it again, but I remember it. The expensive monogram paper has a faint, tangy smell. The lines in steady, delicate handwriting are decorated by whimsical curves. My dear Baroness Shino, I write these words with a heavy heart. The reason I take up my quill today will most likely upset you. Quite recently I heard rumor that a lost soul, once blessed with the mercy of my goddess, has found shelter in your service. I'm speaking of the daughter of one of the most worthy and generous patrons of the Order of the Eternal Rose, who once made the mistake of leaving our ranks. I'm deeply convinced that now is the time for her to return to the path destined her by divine will. I am now traveling to the west to the place that's been chosen for the new temple of Shalin that will be occupied by one of the young congregations of our church. I deemed it necessary to diverge slightly from our path with but one purpose, to arrive in your lands and collect Valerie. May this journey be a cleansing pilgrimage for Shalin's chosen, whose judgment was clouded by the impulsiveness of youth. I request that you free Valerie of her vows of service to you, for fate has destined her to serve one who is above us all. Direct the girl to the trading post that's on the border between your barony and Brevoy. There I will be expecting her with my comrades. I pray for your wisdom and mercy with deep respect and regards, Fredero Sine. Well, F you, dude. I'm not letting Valerie go. I'm sorry. What is this? Jadal Old Dagger. Oh, it's an actual weapon. You can use it. This dagger is elven made. It was once beautiful, decorated by now... But now most of the gemstone sockets are empty and the blade is jagged on one side. Definitely interesting. I'll take a look at that. I'm running out of BP, so I can't do much right now in terms of event, but we're going to still try and make something happen. Yeah, I don't need this, nor that. Well, the letter we're going to keep, to be honest. I want to see if I can talk about it to... kind of like the dagger. We're going to keep the dagger. Hydra Eye are a cooking ingredient. Jesus. Some cooking. Edible moss. This I want to keep because the Restovic stuff. I think now we have everything from the Restovic thing. Restovic. 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 Hold on. And I got nothing else for Restovic. We do have 3 shards of the bracers. I don't know how many shards there are, but if there's only 3, we might be able to make some new bracers. Yeah, nothing else seems to be of interest in there. No, okay. There's supposed to be, I haven't met him yet, but there's supposed to be. There's supposed to be a specific merchant that you can sell all that stuff you get. That's why I'm keeping it, because later on it's apparently going to be worth a ton of money. But yeah. I do have the storyteller though, which is great. Really helps. But yeah. I brought some relics. Are any worthy of a story? Thorax pendant, great. The token of the Dryad, okay. The belongings of brave heroes who performed their feats here before you. I sense you would be interested to hear their stories. These lands took many lives and spawned many legends. I can now tell you of a distant expedition undertaken by a group of Brivik heroes to a place known as the Drowned Trees. The air is so fresh. It is like I'm back home in the woods of my motherland. I can feel a soft breeze through my air. The storyteller takes a deep breath and laughs. Some items are still missing though, Shino, so the full story of this forest remains a mystery to me. We're still missing items! These shards are one part of the Forest King Knight's Bracer. Collect all the shards. Okay, we don't have enough. These are pieces of the Star Commander's glove, a gift from another world, a treasure that fell from the sky to be buried in Numerian soil for millennia. Oh, how I wish I would visit the homeland of this artifact to learn its whole story. Alas, this is well beyond my power, but if you find the rest of the pieces, I will be able to restore the creation. Okay, so the bracers, we still don't have a thing. I hear rowlock creaking, river water splashing, bushes rustling and arrows singing through the air. I feel an invincible will, a cold resolution to finish what's been started, no matter the cost. My chain armor clings to my body and my young hands grip a sword tightly. I'm the leader of a group of brave souls set off to the stolen lands to clear them from bandits once and for all. We sail on a large freight boat. It serves as bait for the bandits who keep throwing themselves at it only to find death, a death as inglorious as the life they've lived. From time to time we manage to capture a prisoner. While our Inquisitor talks to them, I go to the stern, shutting my eyes to their cries. I remind myself that these are scum, drenched in blood to the elbow. I think upon our cause, freedom from my homeland and independent Rosslyn, but still my goosebumps rise with each pitiful cry. I must steel myself and be strong. Who is in your group? A paladin, a ranger, a sorceress, a priest, and an inquisitor, and me, a fighter. All experienced combatant. Over and over we've saved each other's lives in times of need. Why do you question the prisoners? The bandits attacking our boat are small fry. We're looking for their main lair, a place known as the Drowned